I just got done watching Midsommar, and, whew. What's up, YouTube? This is your boy John from the Jersey Shore. I just got done watching Ari Aster's 2019 film, Midsommar, and I'm here to tell you about it. Midsommar is about a girl named Dani, who is portrayed by Florence Pugh, and her boyfriend Christian, who is portrayed by Jack Reynor. This movie begins with Dani experiencing great loss in her life, and she's leaning on Christian for emotional support. It becomes clearly obvious that Christian's three friends really don't care for Dani very much, and as it turns out, Christian and his three friends are actually planning a trip to Sweden to visit a commune where one of Christian's friends actually came from. He was brought up there, grew up there, then he's over here in the United States, but he's going to return home to the commune, and he has invited his three friends, Christian and two other guys, to come with him. After Dani goes through her loss, she's leaning for Christian, she's reaching out for support from Christian, and Christian decides to, unbeknownst to his friends, invite Dani on that trip to Sweden with them. He hopes that that doesn't ruin their plans, and he hopes that that doesn't get him upset, but at this point he really doesn't care too much about that. He just wants to appease her and please her and take care of her the best as he can in this time of tragedy that she's experiencing. So it's very clear that Dani is experiencing some pretty serious emotional struggle while she's making her way over to Sweden. You see her on the plane crying. There's several scenes of her crying before she gets on the plane. There's several scenes of her crying after she gets off the plane. She's just having a very hard time emotionally as a result of what took place in her life at the beginning of this movie. So when they get over to Sweden, they discover that this commune is very much like a hippie commune from the 60s and 70s. All the women are wearing white dresses. All the men are wearing white shirts and clothes. Everybody's got crowns of flowers or wreaths of flowers on their heads. Everybody over there is taking mushrooms. These guys, as soon as they get there, they're offered some mushrooms. So everybody's tripping right off the bat. This whole commune, everybody's tripping. Everybody's in another dimension somewhere. This place is a mess. It's very similar to like a drink the Kool-Aid type of commune. I believe that some would refer to this commune as a cult. So the first hour of this movie is like a slow burn, but it's good. It's not slow as in uninteresting. It's slow as in it's building discomfort, and it's building stress, and it's building tension. And at just about the 1 hour mark in this movie, something pretty significant happens. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but something happens 1 hour into this movie. The movie is about 2.5 hours long, and after this first hour lays the groundwork and the foundation of stress and the foundation of discomfort, the last hour and a half of the movie, a bunch of wacky stuff goes on. And like I said, I don't want to tell you what that is. I don't want to spoil this for anybody. I want you to tell me what you think. Those of you out there who have seen the movie Hereditary, you know how deeply disturbing that movie was and how uncomfortable that movie was. From start to finish, that movie was uncomfortable. I personally thought that Hereditary was one of the scariest movie, if not the scariest movie of 2018. I loved it from start to finish. I thought that movie was outstanding. This movie is made by Ari Aster as well. He made that movie, he made this movie, and this movie feels a lot like Hereditary. Same creepy music score. Throughout the movie, you hear unexplained babies crying in the background. Strange looks on people's faces, people acting very oddly and very strangely. But they're in this commune filled with people who are acting very oddly and very strangely, which makes our four characters, there's five main characters in this movie, but four of which are Americans not from Sweden who are not from here. So there's so much strange behavior going on inside of this commune that our Americans seem like the strange ones. Back to what I was saying about Hereditary. This movie feels very much like that. The ending of this movie actually reminded me a lot of Hereditary. Not so much in that the same events take place, but it is a similar setting. If you've seen Hereditary and you do watch this movie, you'll know what I mean as soon as you see it. The setting that they're in is very similar. So I have a feeling that somewhere that maybe there'll be another movie made by Ari Aster that he could possibly come up with the idea to link all three of these movies together in some strange way. And I just have that feeling because of the way that this movie ended and the way that that movie ended. Other than the atmosphere at the end of this movie and the setting at the end of this movie, and just the overall feeling of that undertone of discomfort and anxiety, these two movies really don't have anything in common. But something just tells me that he somehow is going to link this movie with Hereditary, and there's going to be another one. For whatever reason, if a director links one movie to another movie, you could almost be sure that there's going to be a third movie. I would have to say that this is one of the better movies that I've seen this year. I'm definitely going to give this movie 2 thumbs up. Now that I've seen this one and I have already seen Hereditary, I'm absolutely going to seek out more work by Ari Aster. I just thought that Hereditary was one of my favorite movies last year. This is absolutely one of my favorite movies this year. So because of that, I have to seek out more of this guy's stuff. I have to assume that anything else he did is going to feel like this, and movies that feel like this are great. Horror movies that make me feel like this are few and far between. So when I come across one, and if I find a particular director that seems to really know what he's doing, and he can build that stress and build that tension and just provide you with that discomfort for 2 hours, I'm all about it. I got to find everything that this guy did now. So the bottom line, get Midsommar. Get it, rent it, buy it, do whatever you got to do to see this movie. If you like disturbing movies, this is going to be right up your alley. All right, that's going to do it for me. If you have another movie out there that you would like me to review, put it down in the comments section and I'll check it out. If you know of any other movies that Ari Aster has made that feel anything like Hereditary or Midsommar, do me a favor and put that in the comment section below. Because now I want to watch everything that this guy's either written or directed. Alright folks, that's going to do it for me. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really liked the video, please subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to go on this journey with me. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, have a kick-ass day, and thank you for watching.